Hello there.
Hello, beautiful everyone.
Beautiful everyone. I love that. Welcome to episode 6 of Tea Time with Jenny and Karen. We have an apple here, which I love. We're going to be incorporating that into our blend. So let us know what you're sipping on today. It looks like our tea is blue.
Oh, yes. And I may have shared this tea with you before from Magic Hour. It's called Pisces, but oh my goodness. In fact, as I'm sipping this tea, before we joined you, I almost drank the whole thing and had to make another cup. It was so delicious.
I know. It's really delicious. And we have, I'm not giving anyone any details, but we have a really special surprise for next week for our tea time.
That's right. Very, very special giveaways next week.
And
that's all I can say.
I know, we can't say too much.
It's
gonna be really fun. So if you can prioritize being here live, just read it in your calendar. It's going to be a really special event. Look at all these folks who are sipping on deliciousness.
Oh, Michelle Say, this is my first time officially joining you.
Oh,
welcome.
Hello. Do we have any other first timers who have, this is your first live event with us? We would love to give you a warm Aromahead first time welcome.
I also see Susan's doing some hot lemon, honey, and lavender tea. That sounds so delicious.
I love it.
I love our teas. I love the herbs that go into them, the flowers that go in. It's so amazing how they support us from the inside out.
Absolutely. And we have Margot. Hello, everyone. And we have Jean, who's sipping on peppermint ginger tea.
And white peony tea, Wonderland. How great is that? You see Jenny and I looking down a lot. That's because our comments are there.
Our comments are. So we're actually looking at you when we're looking down, if that makes any sense. Hi, Sean from Aurora, Colorado. And we have Chris P. Tea time is a Monday priority. Oh, I love that so much. And we have Defina. Blessings to all experiencing the ravages of fires. So disturbing.
It is so disturbing. Do we have anyone in the Santa Fe area who is experiencing these fires?
You know, fires,
yes.
I know. It's just, we want to send peace and love to everyone experiencing distress anywhere in the world. It's just such a dicey time, which is why I really enjoy just this time with you where we can just be present and celebrate health and wellness and ways to do that. We're going to officially kick off. We're about to make a beautiful apple rose blossom face scrub with you.
That's right. We've been having so much fun on this journey of beautifying from the inside out.
Oh my goodness, yes. And if you'll notice, we have a real live apple in the studio. So,
yes, and we have our beautiful Pisces Magic Hour tea.
Yes.
I just have to have Jenny smell this. She never knows what tea we're going to have.
What tea we're going to have. And did you put any sweetener in this, or is it naturally sweet?
No, I put a little honey in there.
Okay.
In fact, can you tell us what's all in here?
It's sure can.
So delicious.
We've got magnolia oolong, jasmine pearl green, butterfly pea flower, organic lion's mane. Oh my goodness.
Yes, that's
delicious.
What gives it. That butterfly blue is what gives us this gorgeous blue.
Yep.
So anyways, I'm going to set this off to the side.
While we are talking about blue, and we didn't even plan this, we have a new workshop offering. We just wrapped up our workshop trio this last weekend, finishing strong with carriers. We looked at 3 carriers really in depth. It was just such a really amazing experience. So if you were there, thank you for being there if you watched the replay. So that was workshop 1, 2, and 3. And now our next workshop we are going to be teaching live is May 11. And it's 3 blue oils for pain and inflammation relief. And also, they're good for so many things. We've got a lot of bonus content in there. And so if you're interested in those 3 oils, we've got yarrow, blue tansy, and German chamomile. Definitely register, and you can do that right below where you're watching. Grab your early bird ticket to that event. It's right now $49, and then we'll be going up after we do our live event.
I was just thinking we're going to have our blue Pisces tea during that event as well.
Yes, yes, I love it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we see your comments. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Also, if you could like and subscribe and give us a heart If you're watching over on YouTube, please do. It helps us get the word out because we want to share this approach to aromatherapy with as many people as we can find that's resonating with it out there in the world. And Chris has already signed up. I love it. And I have a super special secret list where I email early bird opportunities. So if you want to get on that list, you're going to want to email team@aromahead.com.
And I love your heartfelt emails that you're writing. They're beautiful, to the point, but yet give us a journey as well.
This is also my mother, so.
So today, the goal for today,
Yes.
and the goal that has been for this entire season 6 tea time, is to rejuvenate, wake up your beautiful skin, wake up your beautiful inside, because no matter where we're at right now, we have a lot to offer ourselves and those around us, so we need to let it shine.
I know, and aromatherapists, people who love essential oils, love light, and they love color, and they love giving back to those around them and really just serving those around them. And so hopefully these recipes are something that you can make and enjoy and share. So
That's right.
yes.
Now you'll find the recipes underneath where you're watching. Look right down below. There'll be resources. There'll be a little plus button there. Click that and you'll see all the recipes for season 6 or just today's recipe, and you can click on that. There's also a place where you can go down below that, and if you're interested in the kit that we've been using for this, it'll take you over to Aromatics International where the kit or even supplies for each individual event live.
Yes.
Live.
Right below
Are.
where you're watching.
Yes.
I was distracted with comments. Did
Yes,
I follow up your
okay.
comment correctly?
Well, let's get blending.
Let's get blending.
Let's get blending. So this recipe today, it is 1 ounce of brown sugar. Now let's step back for a second. It's called Apple Rose Blossom Face Scrub. We've done body scrubs, we've done soaks for our body, and this is specifically for our face. And we're using brown sugar because it doesn't have those sharp edges that our salt has. For our regular skin, we love that exfoliation, but for our skin, our neck, our chest area, we really need something very gentle, and brown sugar is what gives us that gentleness.
Yes, and if you've ever branched out on your own and done that pink salt for your face, I
little
imagine you
scratchy.
haven't done it again. Although, everyone has their own journey. So,
That's right.
yes.
All right.
Generally, it's a bit much.
So this is a face scrub that it's very balancing. It's got naturally occurring antioxidants. The apples that we're going to be using in this face scrub has astringent properties. That brown sugar helps to exfoliate away those dull layers of skin. And the result is bright and happy. And if you guys were there with us on our last trio one where we talked about some of the carriers, we talked about raspberry carrier, your raspberry carrier, and even the one we did last week, your nourishing skin would be excellent to put on after this scrub. But what we mentioned in that webinar is that the apple seeds are even pressed for the oil in the apple seeds. Today we're using the flesh of the apple. All right, so 1 ounce of brown sugar.
Yep.
We're gonna get everything
1
over
ounce
here.
of brown sugar. All right.
We'll remove that. We have our weight scales, and we're gonna turn this on and make sure it's on ounce. Got an ounce there, Jen?
We are on ounce. We were on gram during our live event this weekend. That was fun.
And we'll put 1 ounce of brown sugar. Now, this doesn't have to be absolutely exact. This is a recipe that works for us. Sometimes you might get a little more of the brown sugar. Just put a little more of the second ingredient, which is our coconut oil. If you get too much coconut oil in, then you just add a little bit more brown sugar.
I got 1.05.
All right.
Pretty close.
Pretty close.
I'm going to take it.
Now to this, we're going to put in a 1/2 ounce or 14 grams. In fact, let's put this to grams now.
Okay.
Is that on grams?
30 grams. We want to tear.
Let's tear it.
All right.
And let's put in 14 grams of our coconut oil.
Isn't that so nice?
I mean, why not enjoy all these aromas while we're doing our self-care?
1 ounce.
That's part of self-care. Oh, here I have a little
You have tools.
tools. All right, let's
I was just
bring
gonna
up-
get on in there. So thank you for the tools.
And this
All
time I
right.
have something that we can put our
Because
tools on.
we're looking for how many grams?
We are looking for 14 grams.
14 grams. Well, we're at 15, so I'm gonna just pause right there.
That's just fine.
Right there, but I don't want to waste any of this gorgeous product, so I'm going to just get it right in there. My little nephew Roscoe is having some dry skin. He's 9 months, and his mother, his amazing mother, put some on his skin, and he just loved it, and then he started eating it. It's the cutest thing,
And it's fine.
and it's safe for kids.
It
So
is safe. Now we're going to add in 2 drops of our Rose Absolute. So let's go ahead and put our 2 drops on there. And then let's
drops of
look
our
at the color
rose.
on top of the
okay,
coconut.
let's do it. 2 drops of.
I'm saving the hardest step for last. Rose Absolute is a little bit darker than our Rose Auto.
And if you opened and read our Aromahead Weekly that I sent out to you this morning, I just literally cannot smell rose without being transported back to that rose petal distillation.
I love that.
We went together, Karen and I, and it was just beautiful. So I won't go into that because I'm working on staying focused on the content at hand. But if you want to read about that rose distillation story, it's in your Aromahead Weekly in your inbox today.
I love that story. I was there and it brings back such good memories.
Yes.
We're done with our scale. So I'm going to set this off to the side so we have plenty of working room.
Yes?
And we're going to set our concoction over there. And we're going to prepare our apple.
Is that an official aromatherapy term, concoction?
Yes.
Yes.
So you want to get an apple. Slice a little bit off of our apple.
Ooh.
Now, not all apples mash easily, which I have discovered, and we only need 2 teaspoons full. So you will prepare your apple by peeling it like this.
And if you're not a rose person, because some people just are not into the florals, you can substitute for any skin nourishing oil that you have on hand. Lavender and Angustifolia would be amazing.
Jasmine.
I was gonna say
Patchouli.
jasmine, patchouli.
There's lots of ideas, as long as it's skin nourishing.
Yep.
And as long as it supports you and your emotional status as well.
Yes.
Now the apple, we want to cut it really tiny because we're going to mash this. So the more tiny you can cut it, the better. The problem I have is I want to eat this apple.
Well, you sure can.
Everything in
You
this,
have more apple over there.
I know what's going to
I
happen.
know what's
to
gonna
it.
happen after this live event is over.
All right.
We're gonna eat the apple.
What you don't use, of course, you can eat up or you can put it into your freezer for next time. And then you just take your...
Can I pretend I'm one of the attendees today and ask you a question?
Sure.
Would this be good, slightly cooked? No, because
No,
you
we
want that
it
fresh.
You want it as fresh as we can get it so that we have all of those natural ingredients that are going right onto our skin, all this natural antioxidants that are in there. We want the astringent properties, and if you cook your apple or use cooked applesauce, you're not going to get the same benefits.
Thank you for answering my question.
Now you can also do strawberries. You can mash strawberries, but you need to mash it really well, and we're getting there. We are getting there.
In our Working with Clays workshop, the first in the trio that we just finished teaching, we made a clay mask with strawberries and cream and rose. It was really beautiful.
We're getting there.
We're getting there.
So just envision that you're putting this on your skin, so you don't want globs of the apple, but you want the apple to blend into the rest of our skin healing blossom face scrub. All right, so Jen, you can bring that concoction down that we had.
On it. Woo!
Put that on there and
make sure you can see what we have here. We've got our smashed fresh crisp apple, and we have our concoction of 2 drops Rose Absolute, our brown sugar, and coconut oil.
this is a tablespoon, so I'm not going to quite fill it. I'm going to put that right on there, and then Jenny is just going to start making that so that it blends up together. And she'll
Sure
also
can.
be using our little tools.
And some folks who've made this blend already, which is awesome, are recommending a zester.
A zester would work absolutely great as well.
It really would.
I like that.
I know.
I also have used one of those hand blender
Emulsifiers?
things. I had an apple that I used that even when I cooked it, it would not cook down.
You got a stubborn apple?
So I got a different kind of an apple, and I don't really have a special apple to use, just one that when you would cook it up, it would cook up really well. We're not cooking it, remember, but if we were, that would make a good apple to freshly mash up as well.
Whoa!
Oh, I know.
I wish I
right?
could send this right on through the camera to your nose, because if you like apple, coconut, and rose, this, this is a home run.
Now let me give you a little tip. Do you see that? How gorgeous that is? Oh my goodness. Now, this will last, till this evening when you want to use it. I like to make it and then use it right away. It doesn't last till tomorrow, overnight, because the brown sugar softens up and you'll just have kind of a syrup.
I think there's
Going
enough for
on.
both of us to do it.
Yeah, there's enough for both of you to do it. Now, what you could do, which I haven't tried, and I'd love for someone to try it. In fact, I might try it. Maybe you could freeze half of it and then unthaw it and use it for your scrub. That's something to try. Has anybody tried that before? I haven't.
Let's try it.
I just thought of that.
Well, stay tuned, because we're going to freeze a bit of this after an experiment. So another reason to join live next week for our episode 6.
Next one is our last one for season 6.
Wow, I know.
Yes, so that one is going to be episode 6
Episode
of
6.
season 6.
Yep, it's going to be beautiful.
So Timmy is saying strawberries can cause an allergic reaction on people.
Tamia,
Okay, that's good to know. And
Betty is saying, thank you for clearing applesauce use. Maybe I will use the mango. Quick question for Karen. Maybe we've already looked at this, but what is Rose Absolute?
so Rose Absolutes are special. They usually are done with plants like jasmine and some other ones that it takes a lot of flower material to make the essential oil. And so they do an absolute, which is a process of, it is a process, but they use an alcohol base and eventually come out with what I call essential oil in an absolute form. It's called an absolute.
Mm-hmm.
Now there is Rose Auto essential oil as well. It's a lot pricier. Our perfumists love using the absolute because it has a really beautiful rose aroma. So does the Rose Auto, which is the steam distilled rose, but it's much gentler and much fainter, and I love them both for skincare. When they use an alcohol extraction for our absolute, very, very little, if any, of the alcohol is left in the absolute, and it's just the plant material.
I got a little nudge, and I'm so glad we did. Thank you for that answer. We have 2 people who bought us teas.
Oh.
So if you are here and you want to support Tea Time with Jenny and Karen, we are wrapping up our season 6. We have season 7 in the works, dates coming to you soon. We are going to be looking at essential oils to support the digestive system is the general theme, and we'll come up with a cuter name.
And thank you all who have bought us teas. It's so much fun to go in and see who has purchased teas for us. It's amazing.
I know, it's a way to support this Tea Time experience. It allows us to keep it complimentary and just a warm environment for us to all hang out together where we're not paying for the content. So if you want to support Tea Time and purchase a tea or coffee,
We've
feel
got
free.
Sylvia and
Thank you.
Nina or Nina who just purchased teas for us. We had Linda who purchased teas
Oh.
last time that we didn't get to say thank you during our live event, and Teresa and so many of you. Thank you so much. How fun to look at
I know.
that and see that we have teas waiting for us. Well, let
Maybe-
me finish this.
Okay, let's finish that. I will.
So to use this, you simply get your skin moist, get it wet, spray it with a hydrosol, and then you take this, put it in your hand, and just start blending it over your face.
I'm gonna do a little bit just in my hand. All right, so
You can do it on the back of your hand too, works really
back
well.
oh, nice.
So you feel the exfoliation going on, but it's real gentle.
That's really gentle. I'm already feeling the benefits.
And what I do is I rub this on, rub it on everywhere, rub it on my throat, my chest, make sure you go up here. Put a wide ring around your eyes where you don't go into, because we don't like to put the essential oils close to our eyes, and neither do I want the sugar close to my eyes or the coconut oil. So just all around, and then just let it sit there for, I don't know, 5 minutes or so, and then just wash it off with a warm washcloth, and you've got some really beautiful, soft skin.
Just trying to gracefully get a paper towel. I didn't think through the whole process here.
All right, so, and yes, mango, you could use mango as well. And I thank you for bringing that up, Cara. I always use organic fruits. Yes, I like, because remember, everything you put on your skin goes into your skin. So we want the best ingredients possible for our skin.
And Vera, thank you. She's saying, where can I sign up for the Blue Oils Workshop? Right below where you're watching right now, there's a button to go and register for that workshop, which is 3 blue oils for pain and inflammation. And we're gonna look at yarrow, blue tansy, and German chamomile. Some people love those aromas, some are a little standoffish with them. So wherever you're at aromatically, I encourage you to attend the event, as sometimes you can tuck oils in that you don't love aromatically, and you still get those beautiful therapeutics. So, and if you love those aromas, this is definitely something to attend.
That's right. So we've got a question here. What recipes would you have for discoloration on the skin, face, and chest area? Well, you're going to find this hard to believe, but I have done it, and I've known several people who have done the same thing, is coconut oil. Just plain coconut oil without even anything else in it. Is you put the coconut oil on areas that have discoloration twice a day for a lot of weeks, and suddenly you notice that its discoloration, it just fades away.
And
It's amazing.
it's amazing. And since we're just chit-chatting about skin tips, our media director had some, I don't want to give too much away, but he had a reason to put, he needed to heal up his skin, and Tamanu worked really well.
Yeah, he had an allergic reaction to, as well as the scar, a reaction to the tape they put on his neck. And so for that scar, he started to put on the Tamanu oil, and then he put some hydrosol on the, like calendula hydrosol, on the area where the tape was worse than the scar by far.
Yeah,
And you can't, hasn't been that long ago, and you can't even tell it was there.
I know. It's really cool. We won't make him come out. He's a few doors down.
All right, so we've got lots of substitutes for Rose Absolute. You don't even have to use any essential oil. It's just that I love smelling. I got some on my lip. Was pretty tasty.
Was that pretty tasty?
So I love smelling the rose together with the coconut. It's so beautiful. But our other essential oils are just as beautiful in this concoction. Don't even use any essential oil if you have really sensitive skin. Or you can use the jasmine. If you have a kit that you got, you can use the jasmine. You can also use the red mandarin, or any mandarin that you might have. Even a sweet orange is fine in this mask. So you could, if you don't like the fruity and the florals, then go towards the patchouli and the vetivers. Those are also very skin nourishing and healing on our skin.
And it looks like, thank you. It looks like we've got more teas.
We've got some more
So you
teas
check
got
teas.
in. Thank you. Wow, we've got lots more teas coming in. Let me refresh this. Lots of teas.
Oh my goodness, lots of teas coming in.
Lots of teas.
Someone bought 5 teas. Thank you, someone. Thank you so much for continuing the Tea Time series. They're wonderful, a great way to relax. I love the ideas and info as well, of course. Oh, amazing. Someone else bought an extra.
The reason why Jenny says someone is because sometimes the name comes through and other times it just says someone.
And this,
So
we have
that's
2
why we
someones.
say sometimes. Thank you so much for continuing the Tea Time series.
And maybe they want to be
They're
anonymous.
wonderful, a great way to relax. Absolutely. I know a lot of you come in during your breaks from work even and watch Tea Times, and that's why we keep these as short as possible and yet give you some really fun tips and tricks to include in your aromatherapy practices.
I know, it's wonderful. So some housekeeping with as Tea Time Season 6 is wrapping up, you still have discounts for these supplies over at Aromatics. So make sure that you are stocking up on any of the products that you are enjoying either working with or watching us work with here on Tea Time Season 6. And we have, I'll let you know the specific dates, but in June, we're going to be doing our Tea Time Season 7 all about supporting the digestive system.
Well, my goodness, I'm just looking down here. Suddenly, we have so many teas that you guys have purchased for Jenny and I. Oh my goodness.
Oh, thank you.
That is
so
amazing.
Much.
Thank you. We are so thrilled to be able to do this for all of you. You guys are amazing, and we just love communicating with all of you and being in community with all of you, because to me, that's where it's at right now, is to have a group that you can fall back on, that you can have like-minded things that you're doing, and this is one of them.
I love it. And I'm someone that when I buy someone a present, I want to give it to them right away. And I'm just holding back, letting you know about all the exciting upcoming workshops and events we have. I just want to tell you every single one, but I want to make sure that we are able to, some of them are in the idea stage. So make sure you're on my super secret list as we are doing a lot of new course offerings this year, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
And Amanda, you said this exactly how I was trying to express this. The Tea Time recipes and discussions really make our certification program and our natural living concepts come alive. And what she's talking about is our aromatherapy certification program, which is a 235-hour class, and then our natural living, which is a much 36 hours that gives you step by step every area of your living naturally. So
yes.
You said that so beautiful. It helps these concepts come alive.
Yes.
So
Denise,
right,
this
look.
tea time is such a peaceful time.
That's right. Eleanor, sweet orange is not phototoxic, and neither is steam distilled lime. So if you should decide to put a drop of lime in here, that would be very energizing for your skin. Make sure that it's steam distilled. Sweet orange is never phototoxic. Lime is if it's cold pressed, so make sure you're using steam distilled.
And if you're using cold pressed, did you just say this? It is phototoxic?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Said that.
All right. So Sandra is asking how to get on the super secret list. So if you go into your email inbox, this Aromahead Weekly has a yellow heart at the beginning of the subject line, and the third bullet point down is how you get on my super secret early bird promotion list. So the workshop trio we just finished, we're going to take that bundle and break them into individual courses. And so it is really awesome to get on our early bird list. The Blue Oils workshop, for example, will be raising the tuition on that for general public. So you definitely want to, if you are into this, you definitely want to get on my super secret list.
Can I ask a question here, because others are asking it as well? Is there a specific code for Tea Time, or does the collection already have the discounts?
So here's how you do that. So in the PDF for all of the recipes, we have the code right there. If you download the PDF right below where you're watching, there's a link to that. You can download the PDF, and in there is your code for our DIY bundles for season 6.
Let me look here. Where do I look?
Well, how about if anyone has any
the recipes.
the recipes.
On the recipes. So don't go to supplies, go to recipes, download your Tea Time 6 recipes, and that is where you're going to find your special code.
Yes.
Let me make sure I'm telling you the truth.
You are.
So go to the very end of the PDF, and that's where you're going to find all this amazing information.
Absolutely. Any questions at all, you can always email team@aromahead.com. I want to give a big thank you to all of our amazing Aromahead instructors and our media team supporting this season of Tea Time, as well as any event we ever do. So thank you so much, all of our instructors, for showing up and being a part of this. Rebecca, I love being a super secret pal. Well, I know. I want to get the people who are most excited about being a part of this community, I want to get you that information right away. And I roll it out a little bit differently to folks who are new to our community. I don't want to just send them 3 emails a week about this, but if you want to get my emails, I want you to get my emails. So just go ahead. You can get on the early bird list. Thanks, Sarah, for popping that on at the top of chat, or down below where you're watching. You can get on my new course waitlist, which...
And again, if you like this purple blue tea, it is called Pisces from Magic Hour.
I know.
So next week, on Monday, is our next event. Those of you who are ACP students, we're going to see you on Wednesday for our 6-month challenge, our second 6-month challenge.
And we have some amazing things to talk about.
Yeah, so our events are Monday for all of you at tea time. And then on the 11th, we're going to be doing the blues.
The blue oils.
The
Three
blue
blue oils. All right. Well, this has been a delight, as always.
It has been.
And if we didn't get to your specific question, please just email us team@aromahead.com. And we have just had such a wonderful time with all of you. Do you want to smell it one more time?
I do. Have fun.
Oh, I just want
with your face scrub. These are ingredients that you have right in your kitchen. So have fun doing it. Let us know if you freeze this and if it works. I'm going to try it as well. Let us know what you think when you use it. Come back and we'll see you Monday and see what your comments are.
And just to remind you, we do have a special giveaway planned for our last episode in Tea Time Season 6. So you're definitely going to want to be here live, unless it's 2 a.m. in the morning wherever you are. So if you can be there live next week, same time, same place, then definitely make sure to join us. It's going to be really fun. We'll also be making our cypress foaming hand soap.
So, a couple things. Michelle, email team@aromahead.com so they can link you with our challenges.
Yep.
And Rochelle can't find the secret list.
So it's right up above where you're viewing, or down below, depending on where you're watching. And it's the URL that ends in new course waitlist. That's my super secret list.
And Stephanie, if you're an ACP student, absolutely you need to join us for the 6-month challenge. And again, email team@aromahead.com.
We'll get you in that. We'll get you in
there.
that flow so you don't miss a single one. Lisa, looking forward to ACP class on Wednesday. I know it's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, so we've said goodbye many times. Let's say it again.
I feel like we're our goodbye, farewell. All right, everyone, we've had a lovely time with you, and we will see you on our next live event. All right, bye for now.